Hi, so today we're going to be doing something a little different, just something I felt like I needed to do. But this reading, it's kind of like a pick a card, but it's a spiritual based reading. So for spiritual encouragement, advice, or however it comes out for you. So what you will need to do is see which pile you're drawn to. And then I'll have the timestamps in the description box for you to click on it and see what your reading said. I'm going to give you a few minutes to look at the cards. If you need longer than that, then you could just pause the video so you can take your time. But this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Okay? Okay, so this is pile number 1. So with pile number 1, we have here higher power. And with the higher power is speaking of you having a stronger or reconnecting with your higher self or with spirit. Okay. And here we have the death card. So what we have here is you may be holding on to some things that no longer serve you. And you may be looking for spiritual fulfillment in the wrong way or with the wrong people. So there's some things you will need to let go of or release in order to continue your journey. And with here we have that there may be some unconventional ways, or you may be taking a new path here for your spiritual development. And that your spiritual development may be increasing or moving at a faster rate, or it could increase or move at a faster rate once you let go of some of the things that you formerly were holding on to, whether that's a person, material things, a place. Okay. And also that you may be getting more abilities, psychic abilities, intuition may be growing here. You may be seeing things in your dreams. So you may be getting messages in ways that you may not have been getting them before. So what this is saying is that it's time to release some of the things that are holding you back. You may not realize they are holding you back, or you may know that they are and you're trying to change them. So whether you're trying to change them or you do not realize that some of the ways or things that you have been holding on to could be holding you back from your spiritual development. And it's asking you to let go of some of those things that may have been holding you back previously and reconnecting with your spiritual side or your higher self as well. Once you do that, things will progress quickly or faster for you, and you may start receiving these messages faster, or you may just start receiving them overall, because you may have been blocking some of those things because you were holding on to some things that no longer served you. Okay, so that is pile number 1. Okay, so this is pile number 2. So right here we have time to go, and this means that we need to let go of some situations that we have been through, or that things are coming to an end for you. Or some situations are coming to an end for you. So right here we have started with the devil card. There's some things like you may have been going through a difficult time, but understand that that difficult time has taught you a lesson. But it's up to you to take the lesson that you learned and use it for your betterment. And also that you need to start developing a spiritual connection. So with the magician here, this is that you need to start focusing on developing your spiritual development, your spiritual connection. Developing your spiritual connection. But this also means that you can manifest some things as well. And it means that you may develop some psychic ability. So if you've been into that, this is a good time for that as well. Also, you have, like I said, come through this difficult time right here. These difficult times that you have been through or are going through will not last. And it all has been to teach you a lesson. But like I said, it's up to you to understand the lesson that you were taught so you don't have to repeat it, because this lesson will come back up again. And if you have learned what you needed to learn during this difficult time, it will help you when it comes up again. So there could have been some things. You could have been depressed. You could have been, just going through a difficult time. But it's saying right now to you that it's time to let those things go. That period of time is done. You're coming out of that, and it's time for you to work on your spiritual connection so that when you go through these things, you will understand how to maneuver through it. Also, you might need to work on some type of meditation as well, because that'll help you get back into your spirituality. So just understand that those difficult times that you've been through are coming to an end. And it was all to teach you a lesson and probably to bring you closer to your spiritual side, because you may have been neglecting that. And it's time to reconnect with your spirituality. Okay, so that is power number 2. Okay, so this is power number 3. So with power number 3, we have the loyal heart. And with the loyal heart, it means that who is there for you, who is devoted to you, and who is loyal to you. So with this pile here, starting with the high priestess, this is you not seeing the message. You're not listening to your spiritual guidance. Okay, you feel like you have been working hard trying to develop your spirituality and some of your abilities, but you feel like you're being ignored, or it's not coming how you want it to come. And here, this is saying that it's coming for you. You may have some abilities, like healing abilities, that you need to tap into. Okay. But this is the time before it's going to develop for you. And with this card in reverse, you may have, like I said, you may have felt like your connection has been lost with your spiritual side or with spirit, but it hasn't. But it's all teaching you to not rely on things outside of yourself and outside of spirit. Tap into your spiritual connection and trust and believe in yourself. Don't listen to what others may say, because that's your connection with spirit and your path. So where you may feel like you're alone, or people not having your back on certain things, or spirit may not have your back, you may not have been listening to what spirit is trying to get you to do or say to you, but you have been working, or it's time to work on developing your abilities. And you may have been going through a difficult time trying to maneuver through the process, but it's all for your better good. It's all for your development, so you can trust more in yourself and trust more in what spirit is trying to say to you. Tap into your intuition, tap into your abilities, develop some of your abilities as well. So you may have abilities of healing, like I said, healing people, or since this is an earth card, may mean that you need to tap into more of dealing with natural things, whether that's herbs or whatever. Okay, so that is pile number 3.